Well, it's time to go over to the September 2024 eBay Standard Envelope Tracking Scans Analysis. I do this every month. It's usually the beginning of the next month for the previous month. So this will be September being done the first week of October. And what I do is I go over my paid and ship and I pick out 100 random eBay Standard Envelope mailings I did for sold postcards in eBay. And then I check for 4 different scans. And we'll go through that in a second. It's a real quick video. Just gives you an idea. You know, everybody's having issues with the scans and stuff like that. And I keep track of it year to date by the month and also the post office. So it gives you a good idea that you're not the only one out there with issues with this. Now eBay was under 90% again in all 4 of the scan areas for this month. And I had 9 no scans. So the trend continues to what it was last month when I asked in the title, you know, post office, please turn on the scanners. eBay Standard Envelope is a low priority. First class letter mail is a low priority in the post office, the way I understand. Not all places scan these cards, these envelopes and stuff, but how can an envelope with a barcode go through so many different post offices sometimes, like from Illinois to California? It might hit 4 different places and not get a scan at all. It just, don't understand that. So is it the post office is scanning it and eBay not parsing the information and putting it on the website for us? Or is it the post office not scanning? It's hard to point your finger at each one, but a lot of times I want to tend to go that eBay's getting the information and not doing nothing with it. But I don't have any proof of that. But how can it go through all these places and not get scanned for a service that they said they would do? I know it's a lower priority than packaging. We don't pay as much. The carriers can't scan it. The post office can't scan it. It has to be scanned at the sorting centers. So it is not as robust. And I don't expect it to be there all the time. But still, the goal is 100%, especially with machines these days. But they're under 90% in all of the 4 scan areas. And we'll get into the details in a second. Now, when a scan doesn't occur, it can cause us more work because people say, where's my postcard? Now, I got this video I did about where's my postcard and what I do when I get those messages. When eBay Standard Envelope came out in the beginning, we had a lot of those because people didn't understand it. Now it's few and far between. Even though I have 9 no scans and under 90%, I still don't get as many as I used to. But it still causes us more work. I drew the line at 90%. I had to draw it somewhere. So I figure if it's under 90%, we're going to get more conversations with buyers and have to bird dog some of these things more than we have to. So they're causing us more work. Now we're going to walk through the eBay details month to date for the month, for the year, and then the post office in a second. But remember how this works. I'm not going to play the clip I used to play. I'm just going to show you the picture. Basically, eBay and Etsy. Now Etsy I don't sell anymore, but I left this on the picture because it's not just an eBay application. They didn't come up with this. They branded it eBay Standard Envelope. Etsy, Macari, LetterTrack. LetterTrack was doing it years ago. You buy so many and you get a barcode. It's a service provided by the post office that probably more for marketing material, kind of see where it's hitting, if it's delivered and stuff for that, and they moved it into eBay Standard Envelope. On the picture here, there's in a box, but they're separate companies. I just left it there because I just want to let people know that it is used by other places as well. When you mail one, it goes to the post office. The post office sorting centers is where it's scanned. It goes up, and then eBay picks up the information or whatever the technical thing is, and then they parse the information and show it on their website, and then back and forth between eBay and the post office. A lot more to it than I probably know how it all works. Even though the scans aren't happening, most of the time they usually do end up showing up. But it's not like package tracking. A lot of people get upset because their carriers can't do it. Scan and stuff, it's done at the sorting centers. So that's basically in a nutshell how eBay Standard Envelope is. Let's get into the spreadsheet I do every month. I go through and I get 100 random mailings. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Just random. I just pick as I go through. And here's the chart. There's different columns here. I'm going to run through real quick. The first column is state. That's the destination state. I want to put it in there just to see if there's anything going on with a state or if I need to drill down. So I put the state into the spreadsheet and I get that from the tracking. The next one is the label. I have 100% control of that. I print out the labels. I create the labels, I buy the label. So I know that's 100. That's my control number. So I did 100. Then we get into the scans at the sorting centers, at the USPS, the post office centers. First one is origin. That's where it's going to hit my first hop from after my mailbox to my local post office, the first sorting center. Did it get a scanner? So I look for an origin scan in the tracking. Then after that, it gets into destination scans, is what it says. Destinations is it's on the route. It lets the customer know, lets the seller know it's on the route. And then it gets to a point where it's out for delivery, where it's going to hit the last of the sorting centers. Remember, it's at the sorting centers, not at the local post office, whatever. It's at the main hubs. And then it gets the all-important delivered scan, where it says delivered. Now, with eBay standard envelope, not like package tracking, I don't expect carriers to scan every envelope they put in my mailbox. We don't pay for that for 69 cents for 1 ounce low priority first class letter mail. If you pay for ground advantage or priority mail in a package, you're paying for them to take the time to scan it and show that it was there, etc. With eBay standard envelope, do not have the expectation that it's going to be scanned like it is with packages. You're not paying for that. You're signing up and using it for the lower priority mail and stuff. And when it's delivered, it says delivered, it's at the sorting center. It can take 1 to 3 days more to get to a customer. So that's where people say, oh, I just sold a postcard while I did this. $4.75 for Valhalla Motel in Olar, South Carolina. $4.75. We'll see if that one makes it. So delivered is the one that gets people upset. They start looking around the house, they blame their neighbors, they blame their wife, their husband. But I have a little thing I send out to the customers, and I try to get them to go along for 1 to 3 days. I don't tell them 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and we got to wait 2 weeks and stuff like that. It just triggers them. So I say, hey, they hit me on a Thursday and it's not there. Hey, let's check on Tuesday. I'll check back with you. Let me know if it does show up. Most of the time it does show up, and I never hear from them. And then at the end of the chart, I got the average day for the state. Like I'm in Illinois, so to go to California, it's taken an average of 7 days to get from here to California in September. But overall, out of the 100 random mailings that I looked at, the average days is 5. That's fine with me. They're still under their requirements of 10, 12 days or whatever. It's been 5 all year, and we'll look deeper into that in a second. So that's how it's broke out. But let's look at the bottom numbers. This is where it just, we were doing fine for a while, and then it just started going down again. Oh, did I sell another one? Yeah, I sold a naval ship, USS Sapien, CBL 48. $4.75. So that's 2 sales. But the first one down there is origin. So scans, when I found them, was only 75% out of the 100. So they missed 25. Origins are at 75% on origin. I have the worst origin scans ever. Always have. I know it's going to be bad. Always is. It's in the 80s, 90s. I don't think I've ever got really good ones. Then you jump over to the destination. I look at the tracking. It's not there. They only had 82%. They missed 18. So 25 they missed on origin, but 18. So where did the other 7 get picked up? Then out for delivery, 88%. They missed 12. And then all important delivered scan, they missed 13, 87%. So they're under 90% in all categories again. Now I do track some other things as I go through the month, and I put it on the spreadsheet. No scans is 9. That means I had no scans at all. It just says label created, tracking number provided. No scans. Then it says it's running behind, delayed, or whatever on eBay tracking, and nothing happens. But a lot of times the card does show up. So I had 9 of those. Last month was worse. Request. Request are people asking me through messages, where's my postcard, basically. It says delivered, but it's not here. I had 3 of those. So out of all this stuff that not getting scans, I only had 3 people request. So they're getting used to it. And they've been used to it, but you still get that one customer that doesn't know how it works. I've had one customer says, I haven't seen an eBay delivery person yet. Where's my postcard? They thought eBay was going to deliver it like Amazon does. How do you level set someone like that? That's a hard conversation that I don't want to have. And I had to explain to her, and she still didn't believe me. So it's whatever. I'm not here to educate those people on everything like that. It's what they think. And then refunds, I had one refund. It was been out there for a while. The customer was really cool about it. We waited, he suggested he wait a little longer, and I said, no, it should have been there by now. And if it does show up, go ahead and keep it, because I don't know if it's going to make it and stuff. And with eBay Standard Insurance, that I'll talk about in a few seconds here, a few minutes, you can get your money back if it's lost or damaged. So why not refund them? Give them the time, give eBay and the post office a little time, and if it's not there, refund them, you can get your money back. And then claims, I didn't send any claims in. I got a couple to do at the end of, coming up in the next couple of weeks, to put in for lost or damage. And then missed pickups, they haven't missed any pickups in my mailbox or whatever in September. And then the average day for post office is 5 days. Now let's look at year to date. Now I provide this chart because I take the numbers every month and I put it on a year to date so we can see the trend. Look at that. Look at that blue line. That's origin. That's my origin. That's what I'm talking about. It's incredibly horrible, if I want to put it in those types of terms. But all the other ones, they were doing pretty well. They were holding at 90% up to April. Then they started to drop in May. Then they got a good bump back up. What is that, July? And then August, they just dropped like a rock. All of them. I know they're moving centers. They got election stuff coming up. Summer, kids back to school, and workers. But come on, this is letters. They've been doing this for over 100 years, and they provide a service, and I just haven't seen any improvements in this area or expectations set. And I think there needs to be expectations set to say what we're looking at. So that's those. And then you take a look at the post office chart. In January and wintertime, they had some problems with ice and stuff like that, so it jumped up to 6 days average. But the rest of the year, it's been 5 days average, all those 100 mailings every month, that they've been getting the cards there. I had Minnesota was like 10 days. Minnesota's right north of me. I can drive up there in the middle of the state, top of the state, in 5-6 hours. It goes down south to Champaign, it goes back through Chicago, back to Minnesota. And it took 10 days. So there's stuff that goes on that we don't know about, the sorting, the way they do it. I'm not a logistics person, but it doesn't happen that often, but average across the board is 5 days. Use eBay Standard Envelope, which over 95% of the postcard, trade card sellers, and sports card sellers use, because it provides more than what we had before. Years ago, I had to buy $300-400 worth of stamps at the beginning of the month, and stamp envelopes, and then use labels and all this other stuff. Now I don't have to do that because I only pay for shipping when I sell it. And it's 69 cents for 1 ounce. So I can put up to about 3 cards, depends how thick the card is, in an envelope for 69 cents. That's not bad. And I can just print it out on my label printer. It provides a little bit of tracking, and it works pretty good. Now what if it doesn't work? Well, the eBay Standard Envelope, if you use that, and it's lost or damaged, and the customer puts that in a case or a message and states that it was lost or it was damaged, you can fill out a claim. Watch this video in 30 days and before 90 days, so between 30 and 90 days, you can fill out a claim and get your money back. I've gotten, last year was over $70. So check that video about eBay Standard Envelope. If you're using a stamp and a label, ground advantage, you got to go to the post office. eBay Standard Envelope's real easy. It's all done on a little claim form, and I've never been denied, and I got my money back within 48 hours of my PayPal. I'm going to continue to keep tracking this as we go forward, probably in 2026, because there's a lot of stuff going on with the election, the holidays, and then let's see if it gets better. In there, it takes me a little bit of work, but it's not that hard. I got it pretty well automatic in some places. I just got to fill in the numbers and go through this. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, so when I send these videos out, you'll see them. Bye.